Didn't have a two-leg lead. He's seen that advantage disappear.
$99.
Steady enough from Scott to leave 108. Yeah, not enough for Keeling to leave a finish, so Mitchell, the luxury of having 6 darts at this 108. 54 remaining. Shanghai on the 18s. And he takes advantage and he leads and is now 1 away from his opening victory of today. Mitchell could be home and hosed already here, really. He had a dart in leg 3. He had 2 darts in leg 4. Kay was there to punish. He needs this leg if he's going to prolong this match. Good use of the marker from Mitchell. And again. Yeah, good cover shooting. Keeling Kay. Can he force a deciding leg? Mitchell would have the darts.
100.
That's a slip. Not only is it a poor score, but it's not left a finish.
$100.
Yeah, steady from Scott Mitchell to leave Shanghai. We've just seen him hit a Shanghai on the 18s, a Shanghai on the 20s with clinching his first points of the day. Keeling just checking his score. That's 75 score. 88 remains with 68 he leaves, but will he get a go? Mitchell for the match. And Scott Mitchell closes out victory with back-to-back Shanghai finishes on the 18 and the 20s. He gets his first points on the board, and we'll see him a bit later on. He beats Keeling Kay by 4 legs to 2. Coming up next, we've got the Daryl Fitton and Aaron Monk.
show
For
me.
the first time today, we welcome Aaron Monk. We've already seen Darryl Fitton in action on 3 occasions. He defeats Scott Mitchell. Was on the wrong side of a last leg decided with David Evans. And lost out to Paul Nicholson by 4 legs to 1.
25.
We've seen Aaron Monk hit a 9-dart finish, the only one to hit a 9-dart finish on the live league.
25. Outside.
Just seen Keeling for the first time.
Bullseye.
He was pretty impressive losing out 4-2 to Scott
What's
Mitchell.
that?
Good finishing at the back end of the match. From Mitchell got him over the line. And it's Aaron Monk to get us off and running here.
140.
And we're off and running with an impressive 1040.
96.
Aaron
100.
won 2 matches from his 6 on Tuesday. He's looking to fare better today.
44.
59.
Steady opening from Aaron Monk. Yeah. Just happens in shy of the 10.
28.
59.
Who starts his campaign late in the day. Finishes off with back-to-back games as he takes on Wessel Neiman and Keeling in his last 2 matches. Plays David Evans in the 4th match.
59.
So busy back end for Aaron. And opening this could
16
be
left. 127.
just misses the double 16 for a 143. We've already seen a 164 finish in an opening leg for Paul Nicholson, but he just couldn't capitalise on that in a 4-1 defeat to Wessel Neiman.
No score.
Oh, Aaron best his score, so Darryl Fitton gets an outside chance here. At the 153, not going to go, so Monk will return to finally get over the line in leg 1.
43.
Game in 1.
Yeah, finally does get over the line there for an opening holder throw. The 2011 World Youth Champion.
'84.
He wasn't happy with his performance against Scott Mitchell, even though victorious. Thrilled with his performance against Paul Nicholson, but played well with David Evans. Almost the last leg decided, but just couldn't find a treble at the beginning of the leg. Can see David Evans having the darts, just got over the line.
100.
Monk starts the leg with a 180.
180.
Back-to-back 180s for Aaron Monk. And are we going to see a repeat of his 9-dart heroics last week?
60.
141 incoming for the second 9-dart of the live league for Aaron Monk. Not to be, but is looking to set up a breaker throw.
48.
Disappointed with that, but will return at the 93.
$140.
Darryl down to finish around. Just got to be careful here. went for the
53.
for double top. But big finish this would be for Darrell. This would be a kick in the teeth for Aaron. It's not going to go. Frustration again, kicking in for Darrell.
27.
Comes Aaron for a 2-leg lead.
Game in 3.
And Aaron picks it off with his third dart. And doubles his lead. More importantly, a breaker throw for Aaron Monk.
$59.
$180.
Darrell with his first maximum of the match, but Aaron follows suit. That was a good first dart.
100.
$57.
Again in the corner. Another maximum.
140.
On the 140, but gives him a lead of 62. Aaron looking to race to the finishing line, but Darrell start this leg with a max.
140.
Good leg from Darrell. Potential 12 darter coming in. He'll return for 124. Chance for Aaron to
105.
apply pressure. Sensibly uses the bullseye of the 25 of the last dart to leave a 2 darter. May not get a go. 14 or a treble. Gets the treble. So double 11 for a 12 dart leg and a break back.
102.
Just the wrong side. Good effort from Darrell Fitton, but this would hurt now if Aaron takes the 97. May go double 19 for tops. It's the right way. He was down there anyway. His last dart goes in the 7. Now just double checking his score. 22 for a break back. Got to hit this, you feel.
22 in 3.
And he finds it with his last dart. Darrell Fitton gets the breaker throw back. Trails by 2 legs to 1.
$85.
$140.
Aaron, who we said hit a 9 darter the other week, was almost on the receiving end of one on Tuesday. And David Evans.
180.
Wide double 12. We saw Aaron Monk with an impressive 141 finish to defeat Paul
100.
Nicholson on Tuesday, where we've seen treble 17, tops and ball come into play. Darrell Fitton warm into the task here now. Max in the last leg. He's got one in this leg.
100.
$84. Aaron.
$120.
Great effort from Darrell Fitton. Really come alive in his last couple of legs. Aaron started off with 2 legs on the trot. Here's Darrell going to reply with 2 of his own, double 8 for 2 apiece. Shuffling along to the right just to use that marker. Oh, used it too much, over pitch, so it's double 4. Big dart for Darrell Fitton. He
16 in 3.
And levels the match at 2 apiece.
97.
Daryl Fitton, who won this meeting on Tuesday by 4 legs for 2 with a 97 average, and that game featured 3 180 as well from Daryl
100.
Fitton. He's got 2 already here.
Ah, 100.
Aaron's 2 victories came against Paul Nicholson and Adam Huckvale on Tuesday. Adam Huckvale replaced by Keeling K today.
60.
118.
Switching from Aaron Monk there, and he's got a healthy lead in this leg. Only a max will leave Daryl a finish here. He's already seen him hit 2, and that's a good first start.
100.
Oh, he'd be disappointed not to get at least a turn forward from that visit. That first dart sat up in the bed perfectly for Daryl.
130.
Also potential for a 14 dart leg to come in for Aaron Monk here to move back in front.
180.
And a third max for Daryl Fitton. He's finding his way in this match. He's warming to the
Game in
task.
2.
But impressive stuff from Aaron. He restores the lead. It's 3-2. 14 dart leg. Daryl, who started really slowly. On real rhythm in this last
140.
3 legs. And there we see it again. It's the most comfortable we've seen Daryl Fitton today.
Oh, 58.
That first dart sitting up in the treble bed. There we see it again. Good stuff from Daryl Fitton.
140.
And we're looking like going to our last leg decider. We have 2 already today.
95.
One featured Daryl Fitton, David Evans. The other featured Scott Mitchell and David Evans victorious on both. We're looking like seeing yet another one here.
140.
Good stuff from Daryl. Potential 11 darts are coming in. He lifts his average above Aaron's now to 95.
180.
Tops are Fitton.
81 in 3.
Yeah, 12 dart leg from Daryl Fitton to force the decider. But crucially, Aaron Monk has the darts and kicks off the leg.
60.
Only 60 for Aaron. Maybe switching with the last dart might have been an idea there. Didn't seem to be a way through. Daryl's in again.
100.
From 2-0 down, Daryl Fitton's really found his true form. Worked his way into this match.
100.
10 for Monk. Can Daryl find a crucial breaker throw in this last leg? 80 score.
100.
Back-to-back tons. It's steady stuff. But Aaron has the darts.
140.
He finds a 2 treble visit and has a cushion of a ton. A real good encounter. Still could go either way.
41.
There's the slip. Can Monk now capitalise? He's in.
100.
10 for Aaron. He's first to a finish to clinch what will be a hard-fought victory. But Daryl isn't going to go away. He hasn't gone away the whole match, even after a slow start. He dug in deep, and he's doing it again here.
140.
To be expected from Daryl Fitton, but it's Monk who gets first crack at the finish. Double 12 for the match.
Game in 3.
Aaron Monk wraps up the last leg decider in a high-quality affair with Daryl Fitton. He's off and running today, Aaron Monk, with a 4-3 victory in his opening game. We welcome back Wessel Neiman and David Evans in our next matchup. We welcome back David Evans and Wessel Neiman. Wessel Neiman, both undefeated actually, but Wessel's only played the one. David Evans has won 3. We've just seen Aaron Monk kick off his campaign in a high-quality affair with Daryl Fitton, winning 4 legs to 3.
25.
These two have created quite the rivalry during the Icons of Darts Live League.
Outside the 25.
Trust each other all the way. Can
Okay,
Wessel
good, mate.
Neiman
Okay.
end this winning streak of David Evans's? Been very impressed with Wessel
140.
Neiman. Only seen little spurts of him on the tour. Did qualify for the European Tour in Gibraltar. And he defeated
93.
Darren Webster. Good old Uncle Darren. Eventually losing out to Menzel Sulovic.
58.
Like I said, these two have pushed each other all the way. These
80.
got the live league up and running. Both tied on 30 points in our first week of live league on dartshop.tv, and it was decided on leg difference. David Evans coming out on
72.
top. Just a
Sorry, what's
slight
that?
little. Be back, so I've got that little glitch there. David Evans back on the hockey on 3-2-8. Wessel Neiman on 2-3-1.
96.
Opening leg of the match.
Oh, 45.
Early start from Wessel. He was in
100.
good form against Paul Nicholson early. He dropped the first leg on throw with a courtesy of 164 from the asset, but then it's fantastic for 4 legs when he reeled off 4 on the spin to win 4-1.
100.
David Evans looking for 4 wins out of 4
44, 54, 60.
and to have complete control of today's proceedings, but a long way to go yet. Remember, Wessel Neiman, Aaron Monk and Keeling K have only just really started their campaign. So
54.
Evans to break. Another one of them. Double top.
Game in 3.
And he does
Yeah.
break. Clinical stuff from David Evans.
$180.
And we see our first maximum on the mat. So real killer. 6 darts for Wessel Neiman there. David Evans breaks and kicks off the next leg
58.
at 180.
$96.
Drop his dart there, Wessel.
140.
David Evans looking at the ball with his last start. Gets it to leave 135. So starting at the bottom of the board, Wessel, but he needs a couple of trebles now to leave a finish. It's not going to go.
99.
So just two to win the first leg. Evans, yeah, sensibly going up the top of the board first. Big 18.
95.
Yeah, good darts for David Evans. Thinking clearly as well. So we'll pitch that one slightly, Wessel.
140.
Let's apply a little bit of pressure, but you expect Evans to close out here. A little bit tricky now, just shuffling along to the left.
Oh, no score.
Busts goes in the double 15. So courtesy of that 140 from Wessel, it's forced an error from David Evans. 17 for tops. No real damage done with that slip into the 7. Nowhere
44.
on the dart tops. That was a rush start from Wessel. I think he just got thrown a bit by drifting into the 7.
Game in 1.
And Evans doubles his lead. Two-leg advantage now for David Evans. Looking for 4 from 4.
58.
96.
60.
Yeah, Wessel. He's feeling it a bit here now. He's unlucky with them 3 darts though. They're all over the wire, but only a score of 60.
60.
Only a score of 60 for Evans.
65.
Yeah, so treble 19 accompanied by a 7 and a 1. David Evans breaks here. This could be over in no time.
140.
What would be a damaging defeat for Wessel Neiman. It's important if you do lose games in this live league to get as many legs on the board
60.
as possible. 'Cause it does come down to leg average. We saw it in this group the other day. 4 players tied on 6 points. It was Scotty Dog Mitchell in the end who took second spot. Daryl
93.
Fitton, Paul Nicholson and Wessel.
140.
1040 for Wessel, but below par performance for the Dutchman because David Evans is only averaging around 90. He's been well above that all day. We've seen 105 averaging
80.
Paul Nicholson. He's not a dart for the 3-leg lead. Got to go, Wessel. And it's not going to go. See there, disappointed.
58.
Game in 1.
David Evans has hardly broke sweat in this match and is leading 3 legs to 0. Are we about to see our first whitewash of the day? Reminder coming up next, Paul Nicholson had a few games off. Playing well today.
140.
2 from 4 takes on Keeling K. And we see Aaron Monk return to face Scott Mitchell.
57.
Yeah, and you feel this game just not going to happen for Wessel Neiman. Rarely do we see him average in the low 80s.
96.
And David Evans has just been in complete control. Since losing that first leg, Wessel has not really
96.
found anything.
$58.
Need another one.
100.
That's mate.
David Evans is
95.
to lose now, and this Put him in a great position. 4 wins from 4. You're not the only undefeated player today. Aaron Monk has won his first
100.
game. He's got plenty more work to do to catch David Evans up, but does have those games in hand and the clash against David Evans as well.
Oh, come on. 92.
And Aaron Monk was impressive, and we'd have to say he was probably the standout tie of the game of the day. Aaron Monk and Daryl Fitton, both players just feeding off each other. A real good encounter. Wessel. Is this his last dart in this match?
Sorry, 82.
82 score to David Evans. Match starting, coming for a comfortable victory.
Game in 2.
And David Evans closes out a comfortable victory against an out-of-sorts Wessel Neiman, 4-0. David Evans sits top of the league with 4 wins from 4. He's the man to beat. Coming up next, we've got Keeling K and Paul Nicholson. Yeah, welcome back to today's Icons of Darts Live League. You've just joined us. David Evans leads the way again with 4 wins from 4. He just defeated Wessel Neiman 4 legs to 0. I've only seen Keeling KO once today. He lost out to Scott Mitchell 4-2. So
25.
Paul Nicholson win 2 of his 4 games. So Paul Nicholson has just Keeling and Aaron left to play and his campaign's done.
Outside.
All the best, Paul.
You too, man.
Keeling
96.
K to get us off and running. Mixed bag for Paul Nicholson today. He'd be disappointed the way he played against Wessel in
60.
his last outing. It was impressive against Scott Mitchell and Darryl Fitton. His 2 wins for the day, and he was actually impressive with David Evans as well, but just couldn't force that last leg decider, losing out 4-2. So a satisfactory day for Paul Nicholson, you'd have to say, so far, without too spectacular, but 2 from 4. If he can win his remaining 2 games, I'll put him on 4 from 6 and really put him in the mix for, you'd have to say, second spot now, because David Evans on 8 points already. With a decent leg advantage as well, so
46.
Paul just looking
140.
here, like I said, 4 wins from 6 he'd be very happy with. I was impressed with Keeling against Scott Mitchell earlier. Lost the first 2 legs and came back to 2-all, but some impressive finishing from Mitchell. Shanghai on 18 and then Shanghai on 20 to win the last 2 legs.
140.
We'll see him win his first match of the day.
$58.
Here.
65.
Alexis bullseye to leave 90. So Keeling K, decision to make. Is it treble 20 or is he going the bull route? So 17. Oh, double 8 now for Keeling.
16 left, so that's 76.
Just the wrong side of the wire. So Paul just stays in the 20 segment at least as a dart the bullseye. Oh, give him the curse there. He has tidied up.
58.
Doesn't quite get the double 16. So open leg for Keeling K. And he gets it with double 4. Spectacular leg from Keeling, 20 darts, but leg on the board.
140.
Coming up next, we see Aaron Munt for only the 2nd time today.
42.
He's involved in a real close encounter with Darryl Fitton, a high quality affair as well. Darren coming out winner in the deciding leg, 4 legs to 3. Taking on Scott Mitchell. In conclusion, this match.
140.
Back to back. 10-40.
50.
$140.
In complete control of
30.
leg 2. Take your pick, Paul. Plenty of time. level up this match. Treble 10.
49.
The luxury's being afforded. Keeling will just forget about this leg and just
140.
get himself ready for the next leg.
Game in 1.
And Paul Nicholson impressively closes out that leg. 13 data to hold through and level us up.
$29.
Keeling's just not really settled here. He won the first leg in 20 darts. You thought that would have settled him down, but
100.
$140.
that's better from the youngster. 21 points separate the players in the averages, but important statistic, it's one leg apiece and Keeling K's got the dart, so
140.
what will be concerning is that Paul Nicholson's warming to the task and Keeling K is a bit snatchy and a bit all over the place here.
43.
One 40.
And 140 again from Paul. Seen him hit 3 140s in the last leg. To hold in 13.
97.
He's hit 2 here. He could break in 12 if he takes the 1-2-1. But again, he's been afforded that luxury of just being able to set up the shot. Yeah, bullseye left. Will he go for it?
89.
So all Keeling can do is just try and apply a bit of pressure, but that's all being a bit too
44.
familiar for Keeling, those drifting darts into the 5s. He needs to address that, but it's looking like he's going to go 2-1 down here. Steady himself, Paul. Moving well
Game in
to the
3.
right. Yeah, and he finds it. Good stuff from Paul Nicholson, 13 and 15 darts. Move himself in front in this match. Decent average as well, up towards 96.
60.
59.
$55.
Slip there from Paul. Keeling K, who's failed to settle in this match, but it's a better dart.
99.
A better visit from Keeling. And Paul, who went through a phase just hitting 140s, has just dried up a little bit here. Knows he's in the ascendancy in this match.
140.
58.
100.
Good last start from Paul. Down to a finish.
85.
Just too many drifting darts and Keeling K. This is only his second game of the day, so Paul Nicholson playing in his 5th. This is his penultimate match of the day. He will play Aaron Monk later on this afternoon.
58.
Campaign. Not being a great leg for Paul, but he can still get rid of it in 17 darts.
125.
Under a bit of pressure now. Keeling K, who hasn't settled at all in this match, is still staying in touch. These are big 6 darts coming up either way. If Paul can take the 88, he's got complete control. If he doesn't, K's ready to pounce. Bullseye for 3-1.
63.
Doesn't go. So, in a game where he's just scrapped away really, Keeling has a chance to level up. The tops now.
35.
It's just too high. So, we've seen a 20 dart leg already in this match from Keeling K. Are we going to see one here from Paul? Double 8 for 3-1. It's a good guide. Just got to use that guide.
9 scored.
And he fails to do so. And this game's from nowhere's got a little bit scrappy for Paul Nicholson.
20.
And there are the chances. There hasn't been many, Keeling, but they've got to go. I feel he won't get another one. Nicholson for 3-1.
Came in 2 dots.
And he does finally get over the line. Scruffy leg. But Paul Nicholson goes within 1 of the match. He leads 3 legs to 1.
$54.
$97.
And Keeling K.
45.
Point of no return now, and there's nothing to really indicate that he's going to reel 3 legs on the spin here. Just hasn't settled, and just going to have to be, you feel, one of those games they have to forget. But Paul Nicholson was stuffed in the last leg and a half or so, maybe that's a little bit of encouragement for the young man. But
96.
been enough 2 treble visits. The scoring's just not been there. It's just one of those games to forget for Keeling. Still not over yet, of course, but there's a bit of a capitulation from Paul Nicholson, you feel.
121.
29.
Yeah, we see the head shake has been the story of the match for Keeling K, and Paul Nicholson 183 points away from a comprehensive victory.
$60.
140.
Yeah, better visit from Keeling K, but you feel it's probably too late. Paul Nicholson, in all likelihood, has won 6 darts at 123. There's the treble. 16 on a treble. Bullseye to close out victory.
98.
Wrong side, so Keeling K threatened very little in this match. 57 maybe? No.
83.
Head shaking. But just one to forget. He's got more games today, Keeling. He played well in his first match and just not happened for him here.
Came in 2.
And Paul
Sorry about that,
Nicholson
Paul.
closes out victory against an out of sorts Keeling K, 4 legs to 1. That's 3 wins from 5 for the asset. He completes his campaign against Aaron Monk a bit later on. And it's Aaron Monk coming up next as he takes on Scott Mitchell. to get our second look at Aaron Monk of the day. He came through 4-3 in his opening match against Daryl Fitton. We saw Scott Mitchell get off and running in his last match against Keeling Kay. He's won one of his 4 games. This is Scott's penultimate match of the day. He's got Aaron now, and he plays Wessel Neiman later on to complete his campaign. But Scott finished really well against Keeling Kay. And he did play well at the back end of the game against David Evans, so there are signs that Mitchell's been picking up in the last few games. He was really disappointed after the defeat against David Evans, but
25.
bullseye for Scott, so he's going to get us off and running. Recap of what we've still got to come. Daryl Fitton and Wessel next. David Evans takes on Keeling Kay. Paul Nicholson finishes his campaign against Aaron Monk. Scott Mitchell then finishes his campaign against Wessel Neiman. We've got Keeling versus Daryl, Aaron v David, Wessel v Keeling, Aaron v Wessel, and Keeling and Aaron complete the day's proceedings.
51.
Aaron Monk, I spoke to you the other day, was disappointed with how he played on Tuesday. He was looking forward to challenging for the overall top spot, but ended up coming second bottom, so just ahead of Adam Huckvale. Adam Huckvale's not with us today. We welcome back Keeling Kay.
100.
Looking forward to the next match coming up as well. Wessel Neiman will be looking to bounce back as he was disappointed against David Evans. And we saw a real good display from Daryl Fitton, who was really starting to find that treble bed. It was just a slow start that cost him against Aaron Monk, but
100.
I like Daryl Fitton we're used to seeing. So them two battle it out next, and then Keeling Kay becomes the next player to try and end the streak of David Evans, who's now on a 10-match winning streak.
Oh, don't believe it. 100.
Unlucky from Aaron there, he was all over the treble, but just a 10. Mitchell, 68 remaining. Went for the treble 12, it's 27 or 55s. 65 scored, I should say. He's 41. Can Aaron take this out? The answer is no, but he's going to leave it, Andy.
90.
He scored. So Mitchell for the opening leg on darts. Yeah, he does well to convert that, because that first start wasn't really a guide, but just kept his focus. Good dart from Scott Mitchell. He holds for the first leg.
180.
See our first max coming from Aaron Monk. Mitchell replies with a 140. Did say Mitchell was
83.
solid in his last game against Keeling Kay and was played well against David Evans. He's warming to the task. Tough game for Aaron Monk here. That's to be expected from a former world champion. Yeah, another turn for Mitchell. Courtesy of that 180 to open the leg, Aaron's got the advantage.
174.
Well, and truly got the advantage now. Potential of an 11 darter coming in. Yeah, slips into the treble 5, but good visit from Mitchell.
Oh, 24. Oh.
Aaron unlucky the dart tops, but this would hurt. 4 19s. Oh, man, there's 3 of them. Oh, another treble, ideal. Oh, careless from Scott Mitchell. He's drifted into the 3.
70.
And that is very careless. So Aaron now to level us up.
Game in 2.
Yeah, he does level us up. Good leg from Aaron Monk. We'll level at 1 apiece.
$100.
60.
60 start for Aaron. And a 60 from Scott Mitchell. Both players there really should have been looking to switch down of order for the last start. Wasn't the way through.
137.
And does it there. Does it well.
Ah, 140.
Good darts again from Aaron. That takes him down to 164. He's first to a finish. Mitchell won't be panicking yet. He may well be a little bit now. Even worse, we can't find a treble. He doesn't. So Aaron is in control of this third leg, and importantly, it's on the Scott Mitchell darts. He should surely stay there. Oh, he's going for it. Is he going for the bull?
25 left. One.
There's a leg to go for it. So Mitchell's got to apply pressure. A 140 will just make the nerves jangle a little bit for Aaron on this 25. That'll help. This is where...
Game in 2.
Right, I was going to say, this is where it'll prove if that dart at 25 was the wrong thing to do, dart the balls there, but it wasn't. Aaron tidies up. I suppose once you've switched over to the treble 18, your intention is to go for it, so I don't blame him for going forward.
100.
He's obviously confident. You can just see by his average, he's playing with confidence. Up over 100.
100.
93.
Yeah, a good pick off for the last start from Aaron. He worked hard to get that break, so he's just got to consolidate, open up, bit of daylight.
100.
A lead of 3-1 means Scott Mitchell has got no more margin for error.
92.
That's a good last start from Aaron, because I think frustration would have crept in if he not picked off a treble there. And there's a cushion. More of a cushion now.
180.
One more to leave 36, and he does leave 36. Impressive stuff again from Aaron Monk. Doing the right things at the right time. He's well on his way to a 3-1 lead. Good darts from Mitchell. Use that guide.
Game in 3.
Aaron closes out the fourth leg, and he backs up that breaker throw with a hole, and is 1 leg away from 2 wins out of 2. Is he going to be the man to stop David Evans?
85.
100.
Ton for Monk. Average up just above 100. 100.52. This man won't give up, that's for sure.
83.
59.
No treble there for Aaron, and they've been rare. Visits about a big treble.
100.
100.
And picks off a treble through the last dart. But Mitchell still in with a slender lead in this leg. We saw him switch down the board and hit 1-3-3 earlier on in the match. He's still back up this time. Yeah, good darts from Scott Mitchell. Made the decision to go back up. Wasn't happy with the first dart.
Aaron, 100.
Just a ton. So Mitchell to close the gap to 1. 12 at a 4. 3 now just to tidy up.
54.
We'll expect to be back, but
2, sorry.
4-2 for Aaron. Can't use the first dart, so
65.
scored. He has got the darts in the next leg to throw for the match if Mitchell converts 32. And he does with the last dart. It's all about Aaron Monk now. He's got the darts to clinch victory here, which would be his second of the day.
61.
Starts with a switching down the board at a treble, but it was a treble 7, so opportunity for Scott Mitchell, and he's taking it.
174.
And has he? So there's the pressure. What has Aaron Monk got to come back with? Is he going to do the same?
174.
Great dart from Aaron Monk to follow up from Scott Mitchell.
100.
Last dart from Scott Mitchell. Needs a treble to leave a finish, Aaron.
58.
Can't find one. So Mitchell will be telling himself, get rid of this in 6 darts, and he's got the dart in the last leg then. And he's well on his way here. 120, 107 left. Good leg at the right time for Mitchell. Aaron's not out of it yet.
140.
140 to leave 68. But this is potentially an 11 dart break from Scott Mitchell. 20 for the bull. Bullseye for 3 apiece. Oh, nowhere near.
39.
So Aaron should get 1 match start minimum. 16 for the double at 8 for tops. It's 8 for tops.
48.
And it's low on top, so Mitchell comes back. Double 16 to send us all the way. 1 more dart for Mitchell for the deciding leg, and he can't find it, and he overpitched that last one. A bit of a lunge. Aaron to finally get the job done. Double 10.
Game on 1.
And he does close out victory. That takes Aaron Monk's haul up to 2 wins from 2. Is he going to be the man to challenge David Evans? He closes out victory here by 4 legs to 2. Coming up next, Daryl Fitton and Wessel Neiman. back to today's Icons of Darts live league. Have to see Darryl Fitton take on Wessel Neiman. Just joining us, 2 players. David Evans won 4 from 4. Aaron Monk has won 2 of his 2 games. This is Darryl's penultimate game of the afternoon. He's got Keeling later on to play. He played well in his last game. He's Aaron Monk.
25.
Success, Wes.
Not on the losing
Have a
side.
good one, mate.
You too.
Darryl to kick things off here. 9 games remaining. Can anybody stop David Evans
140.
his 10-match winning streak?
$61.
Keeling K becomes the latest man to try and stop
60.
David Evans, because that matchup is next. Followed by Paul Nicholson finishing off his campaign against Aaron Monk. And then Wessel Neiman plays Scott Mitchell.
100.
It's Scott's last game of the day as well, so a lot more still to play for. He plays jockeying for position, but it's a clear leader at the minute, and that's David Evans.
45.
Paul Nicholson is in second spot with 3 wins from 5.
$96.
Darryl, who's won 1 of his 4 matches today, that
60.
was against Scott Mitchell. Suffered defeats to David Evans, Paul Nicholson, and Aaron Monk.
Oh, you're 78.
Poor switch from Wessel there. Cost him a finish. So Darryl Fitton knows it's 6 at 196.
60.
$134.
Good setup play. Better from Wessel this time. And unless Darryl can get rid of the 136, it's going to be a breaker throw in this opening leg.
$58.
32. A comfortable break here for Wessel Neiman. Shakes his head at that one, and it's all the way down by the double
Gave me
7.
2.
So he tidies up well there. So he could throw for Wessel Neiman. Wessel's 2 results, a 4-1 victory over Paul Nicholson, but then on the back end of the only whitewash of the day, he lost 4 to
140.
David Evans.
$60.
$92.
Darryl yet to settle in this game, but we saw this against Aaron Monk, and he just found a purple patch. He was talking just before the game.
59.
The start isn't landing, he's finding it hard to chase him, but when it does, he is piling in. He just needs to find that first start. Darryl Fitton to get in the groove.
59.
$140.
Yeah, now we see it. Finding that red bit, Darryl Fitton, finally in this match. Say finally, we're only in the second leg. It's just a slow start.
Oh, you're 24.
Yeah, that opens the door for Darryl. slightly. Poor visit from Wessel. Takes him down to 186.
134.
And good cover shooting, and from nowhere, Darryl Fitton in control.
100.
Wessel was actually on 86 after that visit of a 10. Just saw 146 on the graphic. That's all correctly now, but may not get a go. 19 for double, 16 for Darryl.
Good shot and 3 darts.
Yeah, impressive 9 darts from Darryl Fitton. 140 and 134, and he gets rid of the 108. I was only saying that. As soon as he starts finding that red bit, or the treble, and he's into the groove now, is Darryl.
180.
And we see her again. First max of the match, Darryl Fitton.
140.
125.
And Darryl Fitton,
60.
who went 140, 134, 108 out, has now started this leg with 180 and a 125. And he's in again.
140.
Yet again. Impressive turnaround from Darryl Fitton.
$57.
Wessel can probably forget about this leg. 11 darts are potentially coming in for Darryl. 12 dart will do.
46.
No, he goes inside, so that could make things slightly awkward, but Wessel is still well back on 244. He's not making
58.
massive inroads. He doesn't make any inroads, so. Double 5 for Fitton, or 2 for double 4? Yeah, I thought he was looking at the 2, so double 4 to close out. Good marker for Darryl.
2 scored.
He can't quite find it, and this is where Wessel's sort of kicking himself for that poor visit previously.
121.
Just trying to hit the 180 just to battle Darryl Fitton, but opportunity again now.
Eight in 2.
And he does get over the line. Stutters a little bit, but comfortable for Darryl Fitton. He leads by 2 legs to 1.
60.
83.
Wessel's just got to be wary. There's a bit of a barrage coming from Darryl Fitton.
180.
2 legs, but back comes Wessel. Needed that really, just to settle him down again.
95.
140.
Yeah, and it's a good leg from Wessel. Neiman, potential 12 darter coming in here.
$30.
89.
Wessel Neiman should level up this match at 2 legs apiece. Darryl Fitton way back on 293.
180.
Yeah, a maximum for Darryl, who Wessel knows he's on the finish now. 8 for Neiman.
Game in 2.
Yeah, he finds it two legs apiece. So that maximum all in vain for Darrell. Just second of the match.
$44.
Reminder, the Icons of Darts Live League also on tomorrow from 10:30. Chris Mason returns.
58.
Off. Also for the action, that features Justin Smith, the table topper from yesterday. Fallon Sherrock, he finished in second spot. James Hubbard, Martin Adams, Diogo Taylor, Boris Koltsov and Adam Huckvale.
That's 60.
And that's all on dartshop.tv from 10:30 tomorrow.
One, 3, 5.
It looked like this tire turned in the favour of Darrell, but Wessel had a real good last leg. Started pretty well in this leg.
58.
The treble's just starting to dry up slightly for Darrell.
58.
$140.
That's better from Darrell Fitton. Important passage of play coming up in this match. If Neiman can get over the line in this leg, he's got the dart in the next to throw for the match.
1, 3, 4.
He made big inroads there. What can Darrell come back with?
97.
Good last star. Wessel now. That's a careless one. The shot's off now. 115 remains.
Oh, 20.
Only 20 scored. That could be a costly visit. Even more so now. Double 16 for a 102. We've already seen Darrell hit a 108 in this match.
102 in 3.
And we've seen him hit 102. And he leads 3-2. Darrell Fitton looking for only his second win of the day. He plays Keeling K later on to finish his campaign.
45.
And only 45 for Wessel.
$140.
Darrell sensing could get the job done in this leg.
60.
6 star throughout the treble. For Wessel Neiman hands the advantage to Darrell Fitton in this 6th leg.
$60.
Doesn't really hammer it home there, Darrell, though. A fabulous visit of his own.
1, 3, 4.
$100.
100.
No, he elects to stay there, Wesley. He obviously thought there's plenty of the bed to aim for. If Darrell gets rid of this 2-1 in 6 darts, he will kick himself. Not saying he'd have took the 164 out, but he'd give himself the opportunity. I don't necessarily disagree with that way from Wesley.
60.
He's probably going to get away with it.
One
Right
30.
start. Yeah, good shot from Wessel Neiman. Darrell Fitton, who's been involved in a couple of last leg deciders today, could be heading for another one.
59.
Game in 1.
We are heading to a last leg shootout. Wessel Neiman levels us up. 3 legs apiece.
$43.
$140.
Now Wessel Neiman, this game's gone back and forth. He's got the advantage now.
$60.
All got a bit cagey here. Can
81.
Wessel find a job he does? Important last start.
$100.
Darryl stays in touch, but importantly, Wessel Neiman has wrestled the throw away from Darryl.
140.
Darryl's third last leg shootout of the day, and he's lost the previous 2. And he's on the spot to bother here in this one. Could have been also different for Darryl Fitton today.
97.
So 6 darts at 140 for Wessel Neiman to record his second victory of the day and to keep himself in the hunt for top spot.
92.
Darryl's just got to try and apply some pressure. He's not applying a great deal.
41.
Only 41 to Wessel Neiman. Seal victory.
Game in 2.
And Wessel Neiman closes out a 4-3
Cheers,
victory
mate.
with Darryl Fitton. He takes his wins to 2 out of 3 from today. We'll see him a bit later on. But coming up next, the undefeated David Evans takes on Keeling K. rejoined by David Evans and Keeling Kay. Keeling Kay becomes the latest player to try and stop this streak of David Evans, who's won his last 10 matches. Going to change his shirt from Keeling.
Outside the 25.
He won all his 4 matches today, won all his 6
Outside.
matches on Tuesday, and there's only Keeling Kay and Aaron Monk who can stop him today. Keeling really didn't show up in his previous match. It'll just be one of them. You get them as a player. You just got to forget about it. And the young lad, he's going to have many more of them, but it's how you bounce back. Keeling Kay will get us underway here. 8 matches remain.
31.
$96.
96.
Feel the best chance to stop David Evans and Keeling Kay.
100.
Aaron Monk winning every game. That is the only option. If Keeling Kay can't do a job
134.
on David here. Keeling, who really didn't play well in his last game against Paul Nicholson, played okay against Scott Mitchell.
96.
I think the first leg could be key here because he won the first leg against Paul, but he wasn't overly satisfied how he's playing.
60.
Too many darts in the 5s, but already this is a little bit better.
Ah. 42.
46.
And Evans looking at 167 bullseye here. What a kill this will be first leg of the match.
142.
And just can't quite get the ball. So Keeling Kay's throwing the massive pressure already. Response this would be. And lucky with the second dart. Good setup plays there if David Evans makes a mess of this 25. Oh, where's the first little error? Still tidy up. Double 4.
17.
No, so Keeling Kay gets a chance to hold through here. Double 10. Just setting back. These are wayward darts.
30.
No, not to be. Errors from Keeling Kay. They rush dart. Just carried away.
Game in 2.
And David Evans breaks the throw. And what Keeling Kay would be disappointed about is that he's let him break his throw in 20 darts. Had the chances.
135.
140.
Yeah, better darts from Kay. Still a young lad. Just needs to steady himself at the right times. They were rush darts at doubles, but
99.
it's good that he's come back from that leg and just started with a 140. And he's in again here.
95.
No, that's 10 lives, a treble 5, but
100.
10 for Evans.
59.
135.
Evans looking to double his lead here. Keeling just settling himself. There's been a few too many there.
40.
He knows that. Just rushing at times.
Game in 1.
It's David Evans who holds and opens up a 2-leg gap.
$96.
99. 97.
$100.
Never mind. 10 wins on the spin. This could be 9 legs on the spin for David Evans. He won the last leg decider against Scott Mitchell, and
60.
he beat Wessel Neiman 4-0, and he's looking at a whitewash of Keeling K here, but Keeling's just got to hang in there.
97.
He should have won the first leg. Here's only one breaker throw down. If he can claw that back, he's got the darts.
98.
$98.
$140.
1040 for Evans to claw his way back in, but Keeling first to finish. We'll find the treble 18.
46.
Double 18.
90.
16, sorry. That would have hurt. So K now. Had darts at a double in the first leg. He's going to get one more here. And it's at tops.
44.
He's just low again. He's unlucky there. Won't be expecting to come back. Evans at double 8.
Game in 2.
He does find it. That's 3-0, and that's 2 breaks a throw, and Brighton's on the wall for Keeling K.
$180.
Starts with a maximum. David Evans well on his way to back-to-back 4-0 victories.
59.
Left to Aaron Monk to try and end the streak of David Evans.
$60.
82.
82 for K.
Ah, come on. 57.
Speaking of Aaron Monk, he's up next against Paul Nicholson. Paul Nicholson's had a good campaign today, 3 from 5. He can finish
44.
top now, but can finish, well, he can if Keeling K pulls something out the bag here, but I imagine it's likely that David will close out victory here, which means he can't be caught by Paul
40.
Nicholson. He can still be caught by Wessel, but David's legs difference
100.
will be massive now if he does close out this.
$100.
Would be, if he wins this leg, 20 legs for David Evans and only 8 against.
60.
64 for victory. Double 16,
Game in 3.
and he does find the double 16. Comfortable
buddy.
victory for David Evans. That's 2 back-to-back victories now at 4 legs to 0 for David Evans. He's in the driving seat. He's won 5 from 5 today. It's 11 of his 11 matches, and it's up to Aaron Monk to stop in. And it's Aaron Monk coming up next against Paul Nicholson. about to see Paul Nicholson for the sixth and final time today. He's won 3 of his 5 games. He takes on the undefeated Aaron Monk, who is trying to chase down David Evans, but he's got a lot of games left to play. David Evans sits top of the league. If Aaron is defeated here, I'd say David Evans
25.
is looking likely to finish top.
Bullseye. All
Best scenario for Aaron Monk. He's just got to keep winning and set up a winner-takes-all shootout with David Evans. Aaron's got a lot of games to play now. He's on now. 2 games off, then he's on again, a game off, then he plays the last 2 games of the day. But importantly, his next match after this one, if he can win, is against David Evans.
180.
Good start from Paul Nicholson.
98. $96. $51.
Yeah, so Paul Nicholson in a great position to break through here.
$100.
Nicholson on 6 points,
Okay.
can't finish top. David Evans on 10 points with a legs difference of plus 12. Nicholson wins here, he finishes his day on 8 points. It does David Evans a big favour in the meantime.
93.
We saw Aaron clinch victory against Paul the other day with that remarkable 141 finish. 51 tops
131.
Paul. And sets up tops here, but Paul is first at the 32. Aaron on 40.
Give him one.
Paul breaks through straight away. 13 dart leg.
$140. $98. $60. $122.
Good switching from Aaron Monk there. David Evans will be looking on. Hoping that Paul Nicholson can do him a favour, but to be honest, he's playing that well. He'll just back himself to win his last game. He did beat Aaron the other day and also hit 9 darter. Would have a little bit more pressure on it if Aaron could win this game for David.
59.
Started slow here.
$60. $83. $43.
And that lets Aaron in here. Poor last start from Paul. Treble 20. Round this
99.
off. Good last start from Aaron. And forcing Paul to take the 138. Can't think of many players that have hit this at crucial times. 138. No one comes to mind. But this would be a crucial time for Paul Nicholson.
78.
Trying to tot his score, but Aaron Monk to level up. Top for one apiece. It's a good man. He's got to
Game
use
two.
that. And he does use that. And with a break a piece and with a leg a piece.
Oh, 42. What's going on there?
And big moments for Aaron Monk here. And as he's feeling the pressure, he knows he could be David Evans' main challenger today, but he's still got work to do. He's got 4 matches remaining. He's won his opening 2,
140.
which was against Scott Mitchell and Daryl Fitton. A victory over Paul Nicholson would leave him matches with Wessel Neiman, David Evans, and Keeling Kay. Paul looking to end what would be a good day for him with 4 wins out of 6.
140.
He's threatening a breaker throw again here. Aaron Monk just can't get his rhythm going here.
44.
And that's a slip,
Jump.
just 44. Frustration starting to creep in.
$100.
And down to 121. Paul Nicholson
99.
averaging close to 100. He's the better player here. Aaron Monk is hanging in there. Are we looking at a 3rd consecutive breaker throw? Paul Nicholson knows he's got 6 to do it. $70 scored. No panic here.
89.
Yeah, that's fine. He had disappointed himself with the second dart, but there was no panic. Aaron on 176. No
100.
inroads. 10. So Paul Nicholson to go back in front again. And lead by 2 legs to 1. Last dart.
16.
Big dart, and he missed. So Aaron Monk, who's just hanging in there really, could find himself 2-1 up, and he'd be delighted with that because he hasn't found any sort of rhythm yet. 16 for tops. Tops for a 2-1 lead.
56.
Just low. So Paul now gets another chance. It's little opportunities like that Aaron had become more and more difficult when you're not finding your rhythm. Paul's now missed 4 at a double in this leg. That's 5. Shuffling across to the right.
No score.
No, and 6 darts missed for Paul Nicholson, so letting Aaron Monk off the hook. Double 10 to lead.
Game 1.
And he does hit it. It's got a bit scrappy this, but Aaron Monk won't mind. He's not settled, but he leads by 2 legs to 1. And somehow Paul Nicholson doesn't win that leg. And where he should be a break up and lead and throw him for a 3-1 lead, he's now going to be under a little bit of pressure here. This is a good response from the asset.
74.
A real good response from Paul Nicholson. I'll credit the man. When you make a mess of a leg, the first visit's crucial than the next leg. Coming up after this, we see Scott Mitchell end his campaign against Wessel Neiman. And we see Daryl Fitton end his campaign against Keeling Kay. We've got that big clash with Aaron and David Evans.
40.
It could be even more of a clash if Aaron get over the line here. Wessel v Keeling Kay, then Aaron versus Wessel, and Keeling Kay ends today against Aaron Monk.
100.
Paul down to 173. Aaron He's going to leave a finish unless he drifts to a
133.
97. He does leave a finish, 170. Aaron warming to the task now. He still won't be thrilled with how he's playing because you can tell it's all a bit stop-start for him, but he leads 2-1 and has got a shot to lead 3-1, although be a biggie. 170. He's got, I think, 130 now. He may just stay there and lead double 15.
30.
No, he hits the ball. So pressure on this 116 from Paul. And this is what happens when you miss darts at doubles. He invited this pressure. Needs that treble 19. Gets the treble 19. Missed 6 in the last leg. Will he only need 1 in this leg? He does only need 1. And Paul Nicholson, how crucial could that be? Aaron Monk will have been waiting, thinking he's about to lead 3-1, but you'd have to say it's a deserved scoreline. Paul Nicholson,
134.
especially after the calamity end to that last leg, gets it right in leg 4 and levels us up at 2 apiece. Aaron with the 134. Paul could only reply
Aaron,
with 50.
59, mate.
It's all a bit stop-start from both players here. Paul not happy with that first start, just shuffling along. Yeah, coming down the board, surely. And can't find a switch. So 6 starts out of treble gives Aaron a little bit of breathing space. These are big legs coming up for Aaron Monk. Defeat here will probably put pay to Paul Nicholson's chance of finishing second. Still got a chance, but there's no more he can do about it after this game. This is his final fixture of the day.
100.
Finds a ton. You'd back Aaron from here, but
60.
only 60. This is getting cagey. Aaron is first to a finish. It's a good first start. Probably thinking 180 realistically for Paul. 140 does leave a finish.
100.
10 doesn't, so Aaron's got 6 starts at 148. May only need 3. That's a beautiful first start. Double 14 now for a 148.
120.
The wrong side, but it was at least outside the double 14. You come inside, you start messing about with double 7 when you don't need to.
Easy.
Double 14 now to go 1 away.
82.
And he does go into that double 14. Aaron Monk leads again. Paul Nicholson throwing to stay in the match. Still don't know which way this game's going to go.
'97.
Done.
10 for Aaron. He'd be looking to pressure the Paul Nicholson throw and get the job done here. Paul needs this leg to prolong this match.
60.
Thrilled with that visit. What can Aaron do here?
Aaron. Done.
Can't find the 140. See the disappointment. That's still a steady start. Back-to-back tons.
$100.
A turn for Paul.
140.
Aaron forcing the issue. He's first to a finish.
$84.
Yeah, he's not happy with that. It leaves 160, but Paul knows.
130.
And Aaron Monk sensibly going for the ball with the last dart, which would have left 56 with a 25. He's looking at 3 wins from 3 here, unless Paul can take out a 160 and the shot's on.
140.
I couldn't see what the second one was in, but clearly wasn't the treble 20. So Aaron Monk, match darts incoming for 4-2. And he misses.
27.
Now we head into a deciding leg. Aaron had the game in the palm of his hand. Can Paul keep this match going? He's getting more and more to that left side of the hockey.
10 scored.
And he can't find it. So Aaron gets more match darts to complete a 3rd win from 3.
Game on 1.
And Aaron Monk closes out his 3rd victory of the day. Paul Nicholson ends his campaign with 3 victories from 6. Aaron now is the challenger for Dave Evans. And that game's coming up a bit later. But coming up next, we've got Wessel Neiman and Scott Mitchell. And we're about to see Scott Mitchell end his campaign for the day. He's only won 1 of his 5 matches so far. And that was against Keeling K. Wessel Neiman in his last match had to work really hard to defeat Daryl Fitton in our last leg
25.
decider. He's still in with a shot.
All the best, mate.
Realistically, second spot now, Wessel, because David Evans, he's won 5 from 5. Aaron's won 3 from 3. And that mouth-watering contest comes up a little bit later on. Wessel, who had a slow start as David
180.
Evans and never recovered, should have won the first leg, and then David Evans took complete control of the match. He started well here. Maximum to kick off.
100.
45.
Backs it up, he's only 45. Wessel Neiman, who's won 2 from 3. He beat Paul Nicholson, he beat Darryl Fitton, but he was steamrolled by David Evans by 4 legs to 0. So
57.
he still could finish top, but we need a massive leg swing. He needs to win his remaining games and hope that Aaron beats David Evans. Beats David Evans. Well, David Evans currently on plus 20. Sorry, plus 12. There's Wessel.
140.
Wessel's on -1, so some big leg swings needed for him. But
100.
wins are paramount first and foremost for Wessel Neiman. Got a chance to break through here with 2 darts at double 11.
57.
Oh, and they were in close darts double 11, but not to be. So Mitchell at tops.
40.
And that was a snatchy dart. You see, you get that little bit of lunging in the last dart sometimes with Scott Mitchell, and you saw it there. Just hasn't got quite enough to get up at the double, and he's nowhere near from Wessel.
No score.
I don't think he adjusted the dart properly in his hand for the last one either, so Mitchell gets away with it. Can he make it count? Up for double 5.
10.
Can't make it count. Cagey on the doubles, both players. So Wessel back over at double
Game
11.
1.
And he finally gets it. Wessel Neiman breaks. 19 darts. Break nevertheless.
57.
23.
45.
It's a real slow start from both players. After 180 from Wessel in his first visit, that leg went a bit scruffy.
140.
Better visit from Mitchell.
99.
This is the 16th match of today's Icons of Darts Live League. 5 remain.
140.
And it's still not quite clear who's going to top spot. David Evans is favourite, but Aaron Monk can defeat him.
1,
And
3,
that game's
4.
coming up after the conclusion of the Keeling K Darryl Fitton game, which is next.
60.
Only 60 for Mitchell. So Wessel Neiman. He elected to stay on the treble. Sensible move.
98.
98.
I'm looking at the wrong score, Wessel there. He leaves 68. Scott Mitchell leaves tops if Wessel
36.
misses, and he does. There's no guarantee this is going to go in. It's all been a bit cagey and nervy, these opening exchanges. And this just epitomises that, nerves.
20.
Scott Mitchell misses more darts at a double. And Wessel Neiman to take a two-leg lead.
Give me one.
He does take a two-leg lead. Both players far from their best. Wessel Neiman, obviously the happy of the two at the minute. Both players averaging below 80. That's what all those missed doubles are doing.
16.
60.
140.
Mitchell needs this leg. Been wayward on the doubles. Could so easily be 2-0
180.
himself. Because of those missed doubles, the pressure's mounting now. Wessel Neiman's average creeping up towards 85, but still well below par.
100.
When you have a bad start to a game, and especially in the best of 7 format, it's hard to work your way into it. Mitchell trying to here, but
100.
Wessel's in again. He's down to a finish. He's got to get some sort of treble here. Does good last start from Scott Mitchell. Neiman at 161. It's on. Treble 17. Plenty of room for another treble in that
97.
treble. No, not quite. Look at this. You'll be surprised Scott Mitchell hits us after all these darts at a double. It's the combination shot. And there it is. Sometimes when you're missing 3, 6 at a target, those combination shots just to get you going. That's how it's proved. Mitchell up and running here.
65.
100.
10 for Mitchell.
77.
Mitchell, as we've said, looking for only his second win of the day. He lost out to Darryl Fitton. He lost out the last leg decider to David Evans as well. And he was disappointed after that because he was just starting to get into the swing of that
177.
match. Wessel Neiman. Takes advantage in this leg. He needs some leg swings, Wessel Neiman, on a favour from Aaron Monk. So if he can close out this game by 4 legs to 1, that'll sort of repair some of the damage done by that
65.
4-0 defeat to David Evans. But Wessel Neiman does have to win all remaining fixtures. This one, the game against Aaron Monk, and the game against Keeling K.
$57.
I just feel Wessel Neiman just had to work hard for everything today. There's not been that real fluency that we've seen over the past few weeks.
60.
He gets a dart now, 2 darts for a 3-1 lead. Nowhere near, so just shuffling across for double 10. No real pressure, so
83.
that showed no pressure on the shot, and he leads 3-1. Can Mitchell cap off today's campaign with a comeback victory? Just steadying himself, not at all happy with that first down. Why would he be? Low in the 5.
41.
45
Well,
scores
40.
for Scott Mitchell, we think there, not 41. Wessel Neiman looking to get the job done against a real below par performance from Scott Mitchell. Hasn't recovered from all those missed doubles. Write him off just yet, but been rather frustrated with himself in this game.
100.
Sixty.
100.
Said Fitton and Keeling K coming up next, and that's Darrell's last game of today.
Sixty.
57.
Wessel Neiman disappointed, but the way Scott Mitchell's played it's a big ask for any sort of pressure here.
100.
Does find a trouble with his last start, but Wessel Neiman is 104 points away from his third victory from 4.
Gave me a 3.
And he closes out victory and ends what's been a miserable campaign today for Scott Mitchell. He won 1 of his 6 games. Wessel Neiman still in with an outside chance of top spot. He's won 3 of his 4 matches. But coming up next, we see Darrell Fitton end his day against Keeling K. 5 more matches remain. It's the last one of the day for the Dazzler, Darryl Fitton. He's been unlucky today. He's been on the wrong side of 3 last leg deciders. His only victory came against Scott Mitchell. He did throw for the match in his last match against Wessel Neiman, but just couldn't find anything. Keeling K just hasn't found anything today, but still got a few matches left.
25. Okay.
Yeah, he played well against Scott Mitchell, but really the out of sorts against David Evans and Paul Nicholson. But 3 more matches remain for Keeling K. Just got to look to try and win all 3 if possible.
140.
Finish as high up as the league table as he can. Darryl Fitton looking to end on a victory.
45.
Yeah, not happened for Keeling K, like I said.
60.
Got the pedigree. Quarter-final appearance on the Youth Tour, last 16. He is
81.
a former WDF Youth Cup singles winner. He's only just starting out what can be a long, long career in darts. Plays a lot on the JDC Tour as well, so
125.
regardless of results in this, he's a great experience. He's playing against some top players today, Keeling K.
96.
Darryl Fitton already looking to take an early lead here.
122.
Admitted himself. He's played a little bit in patches today. There's been some good stuff from Darryl Fitton. I say on any other day, those 3-4-3 defeats in the last leg deciders can go your way, but it just hasn't happened today. But if he can end with victory here, he'll take some positives from the day, and it's tops for the opening leg.
54 into.
And it is the opening leg for Darryl Fitton, a strong holder throw.
$137.
Yeah, good switch in from Keeling K. Remaining fixtures still to come following this match. That encounter with Aaron Monk and David Evans.
96.
Victory for David Evans clinches a 12th victory on the trot and tops the table again. Aaron Monk wins and he could deny him, but he still then has to go on and beat
96.
Wessel Neiman and Keeling K. Coming after that David Evans game, Wessel Neiman versus Keeling, Aaron versus Wessel, and Keeling versus Aaron to round things off this afternoon.
100. 98.
Better from Keeling K. He had opportunities against David Evans in a couple of legs. Darts at doubles and failed to convert. He took the first leg against Paul Nicholson and just missed a few doubles. So I think it's these
59.
nerve settlers that he needs just to calm him down early. But you have a little glance over and see that he's averaging just over 98, and that'll make him feel better about himself already. He's started the last few matches slow, and that's great setup play from Keeling K. Needs something just to get him going today. Darryl Fitton,
180.
he does, so that pressure's shot. And this is where Keeling's been just a little bit erratic. Just got to steady himself here. And there we see. Nowhere near the double top. And now he's steadying himself, chasing up to double 5.
30.
And again, that's been his Achilles heel today. His scoring hasn't been there, but he has had chances. And when he's had them, they haven't gone. And this will hurt now. 66. 16 for tops for a 2-leg lead. Tops are Fitton.
46.
And he falls just short, but when you've been missing doubles, these are awkward. Keeling K, is he going straight for it? I think he is. He's inside, so chasing round the board. Again, we see him just steady himself on that last dart. And again, more missed doubles. And we talked about something just to settle him down. And Daryl's going to find it hard to get in there now. Well, so